What's up to the entrepreneurs, small business owners, sales professionals? I did a video years ago. I looked way younger. I just watched it. And it was called The 7 Deadly Sins That All Business Owners Fall Victim to. And it's not necessarily your fault. Now, I just lost my Facebook page. I got mad views on it, tons of engagement. But if anything, they need to hear this video because I've been paying attention to most of them, and this is what they do. So I'm only going to talk about 3 of the 7. If you want the full video, hit me up. I'll send you the YouTube. But the first one that we're going to talk about is networking events. Any business owner, all business owners think, I should go to network and get myself out there, right? Unfortunately, what happens when they do this, you're going into a room full of people that are trying to sell you stuff, right? Just like you're going in there to try to sell people and find clients. But I'm thinking, how many networking events would you actually have to go to make that a full-time business? Doesn't make any sense. Don't know why people do it, but I think they do it because they feel like, well, I got to get out there somehow, right? One of the most dangerous things I hear business owners say, I just got to get my name out there. If you want to get your name out there, then do some kind of advertising because that's the only way you're going to get your name out there. Yeah, you can network. Yes, you can be on social media like I do, but most people don't have the time that I have to do all those things. So I used to talk about this back in the day when I used to network. And when I go to networking events, people used to ask for business cards. Like now I went to a seminar and someone said, do you have a business card? Why would I need a business card? You could just friend request me on Facebook and we could talk immediately, right? Plus, if I give you a business card, and you guys are guilty of this, how many of you guys went to networking events, have business cards sitting in a drawer that you've never used? Now, me, when I did it, I took all those business cards, put all their emails into a CRM and started emailing them about events that I was hosting. Because I did seminars back in the day, which I don't do anymore, which I will be speaking coming up soon on Thursday at Lake Villa. So if you want to know about that, let me know. So at the end of the day, what I think is networking is just a place for you to engage and meet people, and that's fine. Sometimes you go to these networking events and the people there are just trying to hit on each other. They're all drinking, and it's really not, no one's conducting any business. Now you'll have people tell you, oh yeah, I know that service. That's great. I need that. But they never call you to pay. Or, oh, I know someone that needs that, but they never send you a client. So my opinion, stop wasting your time networking. Find another way. Now, the second one, which most business owners that I was watching when I was on my old page, was that I call them table jockeys. And what is a table jockey? That is a person that pays money to get a table at an event. Now, does that make any sense to me? No, because what you're doing, you're spending anywhere from $100, sometimes $500, sometimes $1,000 to get into a room full of people where you sit at a table. And a lot of times when I see this, people just sitting at the table in a chair waiting for people to come up to your booth. It's not going to happen. It's not going to conduct you any business. And I just went to an event recently where there was tons of table events, and I guarantee that majority of the people didn't get their ROI, return on investment, because they thought, oh, I'll just get a table and then be at an event. Well, first thing I need to ask the person is, this event, are these the people that are actually targeted for the clients that you're looking for? Like, is everybody in the room actually the target for what you need? Or is it just a bunch of people in a room and maybe like a small percentage of them maybe might need your service? And you guys can attest to this and change my mind. Tell me the last table event that you went to where you made an ROI. And even if you guys made some money on that event, how much time did you have to put into to actually set up the table, sit there all day waiting for people to come on breaks or whatever the event was, et cetera, et cetera. Now, I know people will try to debate it. No, it did good. And can you build a full-time business just sitting at tables for the rest of the year? And the answer is no. So if you do it, go ahead. I'm saying it's a waste of time, and I'm saying it's a waste of money. So, and I see it, people do it all the time. And here's what happens. The reason why people do the table events is, again, they're just trying to get their name out there. So just want to be in a room full of people, and they think it's productive to be sitting at a table waiting for someone to come by and actually want to buy your product or service. And the sad thing that I see when people do the table events, they don't even have a sign-up sheet or like nothing. There's like no attraction to get me to the table. And even if I do go to the table, odds are not everyone there that goes to the table is going to buy. So then what they should at least do is have a sign-up sheet for a free something just to get some names, phone numbers, and emails so you can follow up with those people after the event so you can get some clients and make some sales, right? And the last, but not the least, because again, I have 7, I'm only talking about 3. The next one is meeting with unqualified prospects, right? You'll have people that say, yeah, they want to meet you for coffee to learn about your business and product or service. odds are you're already setting yourself up because you're probably going to go to that meeting. You're going to do the whole pitch, sell them on all these things. And then at the end, they're probably going to say something of the nature of, well, you know what, let me talk to my wife, or you know what, let me think about that, or I have to really check on what's going on. And maybe next month we can really get this thing going. So meanwhile, you're doing all these events at coffee shops or Paneras, right? Eating a lot of food, a lot of bread, drinking a lot of coffee. And yet you got no clients coming out of it because, again, you're meeting with people that are not qualified. And one of the things I used to say back in the day at my seminars with qualify before you testify, which pretty much means that I'm not even going to meet with the person unless I know that they actually need my product or service. They've asked me for it, right? Well, a lot of people, what they do, like right now, I just got an email from a woman that went to one of the events and say, hey, it was nice to meet you. She probably don't even remember who I was. And I would like to see if our bank can help you with what you need, your services, whatever. Meanwhile, the person that sent me the email was a different name from the person that actually wrote the email, because at the end it had two completely different names. So I said, am I speaking with this person or am I speaking with that person, right? Again, what they're doing is throwing spaghetti on the wall to see what sticks, right? That is not a strategy. That's not a way to build a company. It's not a way to build a business. This is the main reason why I went into advertising, because at least I know when we market, we could target age, we could target marital status, we could target pages they follow, we could target income brackets. So I'm going to find the actual person that wants to buy from you. And one of the biggest mistakes that most business owners make is they don't even know who their target market is. They just pretty much think anybody with a pulse, anybody with a wallet is a client. Is it? Or is it just you wasting a lot of time talking to a lot of people that don't want or need your product or service, right? I hope you guys get what I mean from this video. Change my mind. Give me some feedback. Tell me I'm wrong.